Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another lesson in Mathematics 10. For the past 3 weeks, we have already defined and illustrate the different measures of position. We have the quartile, decile, and the percentile. After that, we already have solved or find the values of the specific measure of position in an array of numbers. It may either group or ungroup data. And after that, we already have interpreted or find the explanation or give explanation based on the values that we have got or that we have solved. For this morning, we are down to the week 4 of the fourth quarter, and we are tasked to apply those learnings and experiences, those knowledge in solving real life problems involving the measures of position. Okay, let's start. Okay, so this is the first example. I will read first the problem. San Pablo City is well known to its delicacies made of coconut. One of them is the buko pie. According to Mang Carlos, an online seller of buko pie, his sales has increased due to the demand of online services due to pandemic. The following data is the number of buko pie boxes being sold for the past 10 days. And these data are as follows. For day 1, we have 35. For day 2, we have 42. Day 3, 37. Followed by 47, 38, 38, 43, 46, 35, and 32 for the 10th days. Okay, so our task is to find quartile 3. Okay, let us first look at the data presented. As you can observe, this is written as the raw number of boxes being sold. So this is an example of ungrouped data. So they were presented in ungrouped data. So we will solve this using the formula in finding for the quartile of ungrouped data. Okay, let's solve. Yeah. Okay, so the first thing to do is to arrange the values in the distribution in ascending order. So these numbers must be arranged first from the smallest number up to the biggest number. So the smallest number in this array of numbers is 32, followed by 35, 35, 37, 38, 38, 42, 43, 46, and 47. Okay, next. For number 2, we need to find the position of quartile 3. Okay. So, in these numbers, alin ba yung quartile 3 natin? So, we will look for that position by applying the formula 3/4 times the quantity n plus 1, where n is the number of values. So, this is the formula in finding the position of quartile 3. Okay, so n, to solve for n, we will just count these numbers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 total number of values. So we have 10 values. Therefore, the value of n is 10. So we will just replace n by 10. Okay, so 10 plus 1 is 11, and we will multiply 11 by 3, 4. 3 times 11 is 33, divide by 4. And we need to divide it. 33 divided by 4 is 8.25. Okay. Since we are looking for the position, we need to round this to the nearest integer. I-round off natin siya. So we have 8.25, and since 2 is smaller than 5, so we will round off this as 8. 8.25 is round off as 8. So therefore, yung quartile tree natin is located at the 8th position. So yung pangwalong number, yan ang ating quartile tree. Okay, next. Ayan. So after nating mahanap yung position, we will proceed to step 3. Look at the arranged distribution. Third quartile or quartile tree, the value that falls under the computed position of quartile tree. Okay, so babalikan natin etong number na in-arrange natin kanina from smallest number to the biggest number. And we will count. Since we have solved that quartile tree is located at the 8th position, then we will count from 32 8 counts from 32. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in this array of number, 43 is the 8th number. So it is located at the 8th position. So therefore, the value of quartile tree is 43. Okay, so the 8th number is 43. So that is the value of quartile tree. Okay, so the most important part of solving these word problems is the interpretation. So what does 43 means? So what is 43 in that given set of numbers? So this is the interpretation. Therefore, it can be said that 75% of the number of buko pie boxes being sold for the past 10 days is less than or equal to 43. Okay. Since quartile 3 is converted into 75%. Okay, so di ba tiro ako na kayo niyan? That in interpreting the measures of position, we need first to convert this measure of position into a percentage or percent. As recall, quartile 1 is equivalent to 25%, quartile 2 is 50%, and quartile 3 is 75%. Okay, so therefore, 75% of these numbers is 43. So the interpretation is eto. So 75% of the number of pie boxes sold is less than or equal to 43. So that is the interpretation. Let us now proceed to the next problem. Okay, so this is problem number 2. And I will read first the problem. Coconut oil is one of the benefits of coconut tree to human lives. It contains natural saturated fats that increase good cholesterol levels in human bodies. In TLE, we'll learn about this saturated and unsaturated fats. One of the factories manufacturing the product of Tropicana Food Products Incorporated, or TFPI, which was founded in the year 1975 at the heart of Coconut City, the San Pablo City, Laguna. TFPI has been the manufacturer of coconut products such as pioneering virgin coconut oil or VCO production in 1985. It has been a major supplier of many VCO brands locally and internationally. Suppose it has 50 employees with the data or with the age data shown below. Find percentile 60. So this is the data presented. So these are the ages of the employees and these are the frequency. Okay, so let us take a look at this table. This means that of the employees ages from 51 to 55, 3 okay, so among the 50 employees, 3 of them are ages 51 to 55. Okay, and then 7 of these employees are of ages 46 to 50. 12 of them are of ages 41 to 45, and so on. So this is the table. As we can observe, this data is presented in group data. So this is a group data. Problems involving group data. So we will use the formula for the group data. Okay, let's solve this. Okay. So the first thing to do is to complete this table. As you can observe that in the given table, only the ages and the frequency were provided. So we need to find the lower boundary and the less than cumulative frequency because these are needed in our formula. Okay, so we need to supply this row of data. Okay, so the lower boundary, it was been discussed for the past few meetings that in solving for the lower boundary, we just subtract 0.5 to these numbers. We have 51. So 51 minus 0.5, that is 50.5. 46 minus 0.5, that is 45.5. 41 minus 0.5, that is 40.5. 36 minus 0.5, that is 35.5, and so on. So, ganun lang siya. So, dito na tayo sa less than cumulative frequency. Okay, so the first thing is to copy this number, 11. So, yung pinakababa under frequency, ilalagay natin siya dito sa pinakababa rin ng less than cumulative frequency. Okay, then followed by 11 plus 9. Again, 11 plus 9, so that is 20. 20 plus 8, that is 28. 28 plus 12, that is 40. 40 plus 7, 47. 47 plus 3, that is 50. Okay. So take note that if we add this frequency, 3 plus 7 plus 12 plus 8 plus 9 plus 11, that is equal to 50. So n is equal to 50. Or in the problem, we have 50 employees. Okay, to check whether you got this data correct, this last number here in the less than cumulative frequency must be equal to n. So n is 50, and then the uppermost part of the less than cumulative frequency must also be 50. Okay, so this is the formula in finding for the percentile. Pk is equal to lower boundary plus Kn over 100 minus CFB all over frequency Pk times I. Okay, so the first step in solving this problem is to look for the value of Kn over 100. Kn over 100. So this is the solution. K is here, 60, because we are looking for the percentile 60. So instead of writing K, we will replace it with 60. Okay. And N is given, we have 50, kaya siya naging 60 times 50. Again, 60 comes from this, and 50 is this number. How about 100? So 100 is because we are looking for the percentile. Kaya siya 100. If we are looking for decile, then this is 10. If we are looking for quartile, this is 4. Okay, so 100 because we are looking for percentile. Just multiply. 60 times 50, we have 3,000 divided by 100. And 3,000 divided by 100 is 30. Okay, so we got 30 as the value of Kn over 100. Okay. So, dito tayo titingin sa less than cumulative frequency. So, look for the number 30. We have 11, 20, 28, 40, 47, and 50. Okay, 50. Okay. So, since wala dyan na 30, kasi yan dyan is 28, so we will get 40. Okay. Okay, so we will just get 40 because 40 is higher than 30. Okay, so we will just get it. And then, since we have 40 there, ayan, so we will encircle this part. Okay, so this will become our reference. So this is our percentile 60 class. Ayan, so ito yung ating magiging percentile 60 class. Etong row na yan. Okay, so meaning, ang values na makikita natin for percentile 60 must be a number ranges from 41 to 45. So, ang magiging final answer natin is a number ranges from 41 to 45. Okay, so, kapag hindi siya 41 to 45, then the solution is wrong. Okay, take note of that. So, let's now solve using this formula. Ayan. Okay, ibalik natin siya. Again, ito yung ating percentile 60 class. So, dyan tayo ngayon mag-focus. Okay. So, this is the formula. So, ang hinahanap natin is percentile 60 is equal to lower boundary plus 60, ayun, 60, n over 100 minus CFB over P60 times I. Okay, we will now substitute the values. Okay, P60 is equal to the lower boundary. And the lower boundary is here. Under lower boundary, dito sa may circle natin, LB is 40.5. Okay, so just write 40.5 plus. Eto, we have 60 and N is 50. Ito yung N. So, 60 times 50 all over 100 minus CFB. So, CFB is this number. Okay, the less than cumulative frequency below 40. Yung nasa baba ng 40, that is 28. So, yan yung ima-minus natin dyan. Ayan. So, we have 28 minus, ayan, so minus 28. All over frequency of P60, that is 12. So, under frequency, sa may bilog, ayan, we have 12. So, yan ang ilalagay natin sa denominator. Ayan, yung frequency dyan sa na-circle natin, 12, ayan, times 5. Okay, saan ba galing yung 5? Okay, kung titingnan natin dito sa ating class intervals, we have 51 to 55. We will count it. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. So, 5. Dito rin sa 46 to 50, we have 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Dito ganun din, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So, lahat sila ranges into 5 numbers. So, the value of I is 5. 5. Then, we will now solve it. Just copy 40.5. And then, 60 times 50 divided by 100. Nasolve na natin siya kanina. We all know that this is 30. So, 30 minus 28 divided by 12 times 5. Okay. Kung napapansin natin dito sa part na to, eto kahit hindi na natin siya gawin, kasi alam naman natin na etong 60 times 50 over 100 ay nasolve na natin kanina. So, alam na natin na 30 yan. So, automatic, ilalagay na natin siya dito, 30. Minus 28, kailangan ang nandito ay yung mas mababa sa 30. Ayan. So, lahat naman na nandyan sa less than cumulative frequency ay, ayan. So, yung mas mababa sa 30 is 28. Yan yung kukunin natin. So, if ever na malito kayo sa part na to, kailangan yung tandaan na etong number na to must be less than 30. Mas maliit siya compared dito. Okay. Siya yung pinakamalapit dito sa 30, pero mas maliit dapat siya. No? Okay, ayan. So, hindi pwedeng kunin yung 20, hindi pwede yung 47. Dapat yung 28 lang. Okay. So, we will just subtract 30 minus 28 divided by 12. So, 30 minus 28 is 2 divided by 12. So ang gagawin nyo, 2 divided by 12, then times 5 plus 40.5. So, the answer is approximately equal to 41.33. Okay. So, this is now the value of the percentile 60. Okay, take note, kanina sinabi ko na your answer must range from this number, 41 to 45. Okay, so 41.33 is between 41 to 45. So, the answer is correct. So, this is the interpretation of this data. 60% of the employees of Tropicana Food Products Incorporated have ages of less than or equal to 41.43. Okay, so, ayan, sabi ko nga kanina, since this is percentile 60, the equivalent of this in percent is 60%. And 60% is 41.33. Meaning, out of those 50 employees, 60% are ages 41, 40, 39 pababa hanggang 26. So, 26 up to 41. Yun yung mga ages ng 60% of the employees. So, those are the steps in solving real-life problems or problems involving the measure of position. Okay, so as to recall for the steps, the first one, you need first to identify if the given data presented is written in group or ungrouped data. So, that is the time for us to select what formula will be used, because we have different formula for group data and for ungrouped data. And then, after finding the values, we need to interpret the results. So, it is very important to interpret the result, because in the first place, this is the reason why we solve the measure of position, to make its interpretation or to know its interpretation. Okay, so those are the topic for this morning, which is problem solving. I hope that you understand the topic well. So this is all for today. Once again, good morning.